Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Just for Fun podcast. And today I got my special friend Elijah, aka Pow Boom Pop, on. And, we're doing another discussion over here. And I just wanted to, I guess, start off by saying, like, how's everything going, man? Like, it's been a while. I wanted to check in. You been doing anything new lately?
Yeah, man, just keeping it real. Just celebrated my birthday and Easter and did a little bit of shopping the other day, hanging out, having fun.
Nice, dude. That's what's up. Heck yeah. Have you
Yeah.
listened to any like new songs or any new movies, TV shows, like etc. Just anything new like on that kind of realm?
Sorry. I really like oh man, I can't remember the name of the music artist that I had on my thing. I don't have my iPad now.
Oh, you're
Like I
good.
should
You're
have
good. No worries.
looked. I was gonna bring my iPad in here, and then I could have looked up references to Spotify.
Oh
Um,
shoot.
yeah, I'll say like for one thing, I've been getting into a lot of instrumentals and stuff. Some
Oh
tech
nice.
metal and stuff. There's a band called The Algorithm. I've been going and listening to some of that again. Trojans by the Algorithm. I really like when I'm working out and stuff, and yeah, and then I'm trying to sometimes separate between listening to just instrumental music and like actually listening to words and stuff when I'm like, and I've been kind of programming my brain to not hear like a lot of like negativity and stuff like that. And like for example, I listened to Sia the other day. There's a good um I am powerful. I'm a Porsche
Oh
with
yeah.
no.
Yep.
You know
I've
that one
heard that
song?
before.
I can't remember the name of it, but yeah.
I don't listen to like Sia much, but like I've heard it like somewhere somehow. I don't
Yeah,
remember. It's been a long time, obviously, but yeah.
yeah. Um, so most of her music's pretty positive and uplifting, and I like that stuff. And but other than that, I listen to this guy called Hundaeus. I don't know how to say it. Hundaes or think. And it's a song called All Love, I think, and that's pretty good. Um,
Nice.
it's just like instrumentals, like EDM, like chill stuff and stuff like that. Instrumentals, a lot of instrumentals. I even was listening to trap instrumentals when I was playing basketball today, and
Oh,
I
nice.
fell I
Trap.
fell asleep to trap instrumentals the other day.
Bro, no way.
So
Falling asleep to
yeah.
trap instrumentals. That's crazy. Crazy
some
work,
of it,
bro.
some of the frequencies were like waking me up though. I was like, oh, some of it was chill, and then like I just put it on a radio, and then like all of a sudden it was like, "Beep," and I'm like, oh man, it woke me up. But I gotta program a playlist for that different
I need to
mood.
fix my playlist, dude. I think what I'm gonna do is just like start forcing myself to just listen to all songs, like not just like specific songs, but like
Yeah.
I'm guilty of just listening to the same like songs I'm addicted to, which is like 30 songs, and I just gotta start letting it go and like playing all these older songs because it's like I get in that habit and then I'm like, oh, dude, I'm missing out on all this like old music that I really miss and like enjoyed.
Right.
Yeah, it's just one of those habit things I gotta unwork.
Yep.
But I wanted to bring up something actually. It's relating to movies. I went and saw just this past weekend the Minecraft movie at the drive-in theater, and I thought it was super like relevant to talk about, and also I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty funny, and I just kind of wanted to talk about that and see your thoughts on the whole Minecraft movie because it's blowing up everywhere.
Well, definitely the chicken jockey I was
Mm-hmm.
aware of at the time until halfway through my friend was like, "Yeah, dude, just be careful." And I'm like, I didn't really I was kind of went in there blind and I liked I went there for Jack Black. Jack Black is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like even though he's been in a lot of movies lately and like he was in Mario and stuff like that as Bowser, and I thought that was it was all right. But um yeah, like there's a lot of even talks about the Mario movie, how the voice actors and stuff of that wasn't like authentic like to his voice, but
Right,
then
right.
they put in like a part in the Mario movie where the guy was like, I think the original Mario voice was in there, so they paid homage to him, but they wanted to make, the story. But like as far as voice acting goes and stuff like that, Jack Black has a really stunning voice and he has a
Oh yeah.
stunning character. I think what really pulled me into it was that I saw um switch over. I saw him interact with the kid from Love on the Spectrum,
Oh.
and I really liked how his approach was with that kid and handling him. He was kind of in his bubble in his space, and he was kind of over. I don't know if you could say overbearing to most people, I think, but he has such
Oh yeah, yeah.
a loving heart. The kid from Love on the Spectrum is such a loving kid and such a genuine kid. He's so nice and he's a little hyperactive and stuff, but he's such a sweet kid. And but the way he handled it, I just gave him mad respect, And then I was like, I saw that in TikTok and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go see this movie. I don't know much about Minecraft other than I played with my nephews and stuff a few times.
Right.
Stuff I want to get into it,
It is worth it, dude.
but yeah, I kind of went for that because of Jack Black, and then yeah, midway through the movie, my buddy was texting me. He's like, "Yeah, be careful. People are getting crazy in the theaters and stuff." And all of a sudden, everyone yells "chicken jockey," and I'm like, "What? What's going on?"
Oh god.
Um, sorry. And then it just reminds me of the story of what I was experiencing while I was at the theater. So it was so packed that we had to get three separate seats. Like
Oh
my dad
wow.
was in the way front row by like the handicap area,
That's
and then my mom
insane.
was my mom was like in front of me, and then I was like way back in like row F or something, which is like two rows before like the last row. And so I was like we're all like in different areas because it was so packed out. And so I was just by myself basically, and I had blood orange bubblers or whatever.
Hmm.
So I was like opening up those. I always bring a sling bag. I don't know if anyone relates. You go to the theater, you bring your own snacks.
I
That's
mean,
the
you got to
struggle.
do it because it's too expensive.
That's the struggle life of. That's how I grew up, and like not even that we're struggling now. We like are conscious of how we spend our money. But
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I always bring a sling bag with drinks and like uh whatever, just random snacks and stuff. But we get free popcorn on Tuesdays. But we went on actually a Friday, I think. Anyway, so I was sitting in the row by myself. This lady comes up and she spills her popcorn.
Oh no.
She's like, "That was dude." And then now thinking back to it, I was like, "Was that rigged?" Because she's like, that was pretty epic, wasn't it? And I'm like, so it's funny because you watch those videos and everyone's throwing their popcorn around,
Yeah.
but the ironic thing is this lady accidentally like spilt her popcorn, and like I
Hmm.
think she had a few drinks, and then anyway, like going back to the blood orange bubblers, not sponsored by the way, but like check them out. Um, I offered her a drink because she was funny, and she was like, "Yeah, that was really epic. I spilled my popcorn, right?" I was like, "Yeah, totally. It was super epic." I was like, "It's definitely a good story to tell as I'm telling it now," and it was funny, and like she was just like embraced it, and it was hilarious. And then I was like, "Do you want one of these blood orange bubblers?" And she's like, "No." She's like, "Why do you not want it?" And I'm like, "No, I got two of them." She's like, "No, I'm okay." She's like, "I have beer," and
Hmm.
she's like, "Do you want a beer? Do you want a beer?" And I'm like, I was like, no, I'm good. I got these, and I don't really drink that much, but
Same.
I was like, I would have maybe, but I was like, I'm with my family. I have to drive home, and I don't really know you, and like, I'm at a movie. I already have drinks. I don't know. I just was like, I didn't even think about it that hard. I just was kind of like, no, I'm good. Like, I don't
Right.
know.
Yeah, no, I feel
I,
you. I mean,
I'm not wired that way anymore. Where I'm just like, oh yeah, someone hands me a drink. I'm like, yeah, let's party at the movie theater like I used to when I was
party at the movie
younger.
theater. I've never had
But
a
yeah,
party at a movie theater, but
I mean, we go back and we've me and my friends have had experiences, but
Nice.
uh,
Yeah.
what is what was your experience, I guess, and like the drive up, like what was that like? Did they have like
So,
speakers and stuff, or
well, they have just like a big, like, so, I mean, picture just like a huge, screen, essentially just like a movie theater. But it's outside, and the speakers are just like, I'm guessing behind it or something. You can't really see the speakers. Or no, no, sorry. I'm dumb. You have to tune in with your radio, or you get a radio from them. I don't know why I thought they had
yeah, that's
speakers
what I was
there.
curious about.
Yeah, so you have to use either your car, or you can rent a radio for them for like $3 if you don't want your battery to die, which is usually what I do. And so you just tune it to the right channel, and that's what's playing and whatnot. But my experience was good. We went on the last weekend at the drive-in that they had. They actually extended it another weekend, and because it was out in the drive-in like during the week we were on vacation, and so we really wanted to see it, but we were on vacation, and so luckily they extended it, and I think it was really fun. It was pretty busy. There wasn't like every spot taken, but I mean, like, it was pretty busy for it being like, the last weekend or whatnot. People didn't yell chicken jockey though. Like, I think most of these people that were watching it probably were like people who don't really know it very much. Like, kind of like you were saying, you're not very familiar with Minecraft. Um, I'm assuming it's the same with these people. And so the group that I went with was myself, my girlfriend, and then our friend Jacob, his girlfriend, and then Jackson. So we had like a whole group with us, and it was really fun having a whole group. Like, I haven't like had a whole group experience for a long time, but I'm pretty much like the most familiar with Minecraft. Same with my friend Jackson. So like we understood pretty much all of it. There was a lot that I feel like was missed opportunities, and some things that were kind of not accurate, obviously, because it's a movie. But other than that, pretty solid experience.
Yeah, dude. That's cool. That's interesting that we both like didn't see like a lot of the popcorn throwing and stuff.
Right.
Like I actually saw a few YouTube videos like last night with Zach Cray. You should
Mm-hmm.
check him out. Shout
Okay.
out Zach Cray. He went in and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go in and throw popcorn and stuff and all this stuff," and he was just trolling and stuff. And then they kicked him out, and then they called the cops on him, and it was crazy.
Oh, man.
um,
Dude.
and he went up to some kids and he's like, "Yeah, you guys gonna throw your popcorn?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna throw my icy and all this stuff." And I was
Oh,
like, "Oh my
my.
god!" But I saw like a lot of people like that were like um they had like the police come in and stuff, so that was pretty epic.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Like,
yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna just add, the whole chicken jockey hype is kind of confusing. I mean, I'm an avid Minecraft player. I've been playing it since it came out, but the hype over it is very unexpected for the movie. Like, I think the reason why people were getting hyped about it was it's a rare occurrence in the actual game. A chicken riding or whatever it was. There's different variants. It could be a skeleton riding a spider, or I think it could be a chicken uh, riding something. I don't know, whatever, or a
A
zombie.
zombie,
Yeah, zombie.
zombie or a chicken?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I've seen those experiences in Minecraft, but it's extremely rare, and I think maybe that's why people were like flipping out over it, cuz like it's rare in the game, so they're like, "Oh, I got to flip out when I see it in the movie or whatever." And it's like, I don't know. It's a really weird random thing to blow up on the internet, but like people are loving it clearly. It's gotten so much attention, and I think it truly helped the movie do better. I mean, obviously having Jack Black in there is genius, having Jason Momoa genius, but like I think the memes mixed with some of the people in there, and then it just being Minecraft, is truly what has brought it to such a success, to be honest. But the chicken jockey thing, I still can't wrap my mind around it. I don't get it. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's oh. Focus too much on my camera
Too
angles.
much focus.
Um
You don't want too much focus,
I got to get used to having three cameras.
right? I'm only got the one, bro.
I'm all Hollywood now. So no, it's yeah, it was a fun experience. I loved it, and I saw also this other movie called The Amateur. I really liked. It's like
Hmm.
about a guy that's a CIA agent. You should go check that out.
Is it
Um,
new?
yeah, I don't know. Like I see movies every Tuesday and stuff, and yeah. And then I was talking to my friend. I think I'm starting to write down references of what people are telling me to watch, or like when I'm having conversation or whatever. Like my friends like talking about Final Destination and stuff, and I've never
Oh,
watched
yep.
that.
It's
So
good.
I have to check that out. And then I was in the hot tub today, and this guy talked about Dread, like Judge Dredd.
Hmm.
And I saw the older movies, and I played the video game when I was younger, so I might check that out. But yeah,
That's dope.
yeah, and like I always tell you, I'm trying to get back into video games, but then like I push around my priorities, and then I have the console you sent me. I
Right.
just like I had to get, I don't know, I was gonna um like I had Game Pass when my nephew came down here. It's like, it's always like if I'm playing with someone else, and like I had a friend that we were playing Halo and stuff, um but
It's
yeah, I don't
hard.
know. There's also a new game store, or like a game store that's across from the coffee shop that I go to, that I want to check out too. So
That's dope.
yeah, I actually got a Mario Party for my brother last Christmas too, and I was like, oh man, I should have got it at that local place to support local, but I ended up buying it at, I think it were at like Walmart or Target or something. I don't even remember, but yeah.
Yeah. It's always better to support local, but if you can't, don't beat yourself up about it. I mean, it's hard to fully support just local, Some things, you can't buy from local or they just don't have it or whatnot at the moment. But, you know, was it gonna call? Oh, with games, yeah, I've been struggling too with that, like fitting it into like the schedule and everything. Like I've just been busy with other things. Like I've been, applying for jobs, updating my resume recently, and then just working, family stuff. And so, yeah, I mean, I personally only play games at this point, like to make recordings. And it's fun. Like, obviously, it's still fun when I'm doing recordings on it, but it's a little different, like, when you're doing a video on it versus just like playing to play. Like, you know, like obviously when I'm making a video, I'm playing, but I know that it's recording, so it's like it's a little different of a vibe. But I gotta work that back
Yeah.
into my schedule, like occasionally, and just like play a little bit just to play. And I just kind of like similar to you, like I mainly like to play with people. I find it more enjoyable. That's what I'm just used to, and like I gotta break that barrier though, because I have a lot of single player games I still have to beat, and like they just keep coming out with these new games that I want to get, and it's just like it's so tempting, dude. Like I sit there and I'm like, I want this game, but I know I'm not gonna beat it for years or months or whatever, and it just sits there, and it's kind of like a waste of my money.
Yep, I feel that.
Mm-hmm. I'll get better at it, obviously. Like I just gotta work on it and whatever. But yeah, dude, like if you get back into gaming a little bit, like I'll play more with you. We can play some Minecraft. I can teach you the ways. It's super fun. My buddy just started a realm, and I'm sure if I asked him, he'd be down for you to come on and like play with us. I think that'd be really dope. I just got back into playing it.
Yeah, I mean, I like going to the arcade and stuff. I went on a few dates and went to the arcade, and then I brought my buddy there a few times and my family and stuff, and trying to get my brother to go, but
Oh, there you go,
I like doing that. Um, oh, I want to get into some laser tag or something, maybe
dude.
one of the
Yes,
days. It's kind of
yes,
expensive, but
it is, but it's fun, dude. If you can do it like at least once, it's fun.
yeah. I'm looking forward. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, you're good, dude.
I'm
I'm
looking
tired too.
forward to I don't know, I've been taking short naps and stuff and like trying to keep up with life.
Right.
Um yeah, I want to go like hiking and stuff this summer, and like we have me and my friend want to go on adventures. And one thing I've been saying lately is like I learned from a YouTuber is like I discover a new map, so it's like life can be a video game and go on
Oh
adventures and
yeah.
stuff like that. So
Easily, dude.
like I go to this place, or I go now. I've discovered two places around here because I'm kind of near to this area, and yeah, I just go. I went to this karaoke place, and then I ended up going to. Oh man, I'm trying to remember what was I doing. Oh yeah, it was Easter. So I went downtown, and this place I go to, this pub or whatever, was closed. And so I was like, I don't know what to do. And I was on my way home, and I was like, I remember this place I went to karaoke with my friend. I checked out to see if it was open, and it's a cash only bar. And I just was hanging out there, and I had a debit card, so I was like, I just wanted to buy like a Hams that was like 225,
Oh
and I handed
wow.
him my debit card, my ID. That was the only thing I brought in with me. And then he's like, "This is cash only," and I'm like, "Oh shit!" And I'm like, "I don't have any cash." And he's like, "That's okay, I got you." And I'm like, "What, really?" And I was like, I felt like a bum, but um,
It happens, dude.
and I ran out of cigarettes too, and I've been trying to cut back on cigarettes, so I didn't want to like just like try to go conjure up cigarettes and figure out how to get cigarettes. So
Mhm.
I honestly like on Easter I was stimulated by my family and stuff like that. So I just went out and like that night, and then yeah, I went on an adventure. I'm trying to discover new maps and do new things and try new things. And one thing is I'm trying to show up at local places on a regular basis. Maybe if I like meet people or hang out randomly with people, or like just run into people and like have like the other night it was just a random, like I was by myself and I left my phone at home,
Oh wow.
and this random dude like bummed a cigarette off of me. Sorry, I'm rabbit trailing, but I'll come back to it. Anyway, he randomly was like, "What's the best joke that you have?" And I'm like, I said the joke about the rabbit, uh, or not the. I'm sorry, the duck that I said rabbit because of Easter.
Nice.
um,
I know it
the
just
duck.
passed, so
Yeah. The duck that goes into the hardware store or whatever, you'll have to look it up. I'm not gonna tell it. But then
sure.
he ends up telling a joke about a whale, and I like the only thing I really remember was it was at the end of the joke. He's like, "Rrr, rrr," and like a whale noise, and he's like, "Yeah, everyone loved it." I was at
Hmm.
a wedding that he was at and stuff, and so it's just like, yeah, even that, like I'm noticing in society, like even for myself speaking in that situation, that scenario, it's like we don't tune in to conversation as much, like we're having a conversation
Yeah.
now, which is very rare. And like you said, you don't play video games unless you're recording it. It's like
Yeah.
now we're streaming and having conversations. We have to record it or we have to stream it to have a conversation or whatever. And now we're doing this, and that's great. But like, it's just interesting how we've segued into that. But I'm noticing, like, even going to the sauna or the hot tub and stuff, like you ask people questions, and I'm pretty simple with my conversations. Some people are like having a hard time like staying focused and stuff like
Mhm.
that, and that's okay. But anyway, like I couldn't remember exactly how the joke went, but um yeah, it's just like there's so many things that you think about. Um but yeah, I've been just fasting from my phone, trying to get back to reality, going on IRL adventures and stuff like that. I used to have, and I want to dabble into mental health eventually,
Oh yeah.
but stuff like that. But I used to have like mental health issues where I thought like I was living in a simulation or a video game and stuff like
Oh,
that.
I
So that's
felt
kind of
that so many times. You have no
crazy.
idea.
It was like the weird crossover of when TikTok started getting famous with streaming, and then like I was streaming a lot during COVID. I think a lot of things were crazy. So now I'm like level headed and everything, and I'm like I'm just gonna go on adventures, and I'm like I saw it on a YouTube video where he's like I'm discovering a new map, and I'm like, yeah, I want to go discover new maps in uncharted territory, or like I call it like pin drops. I'm dropping a pin over here and over there, and then like
Yeah.
anyway, so going back to Easter, I did the same thing where I went out and by myself, but I think I left I left my phone at home again,
Hmm.
and then
There you
I
go.
just brought my debit card and my ID with me, and then I walked around downtown and everything was closed on Easter, and then like there's this one
Yeah.
place that was open and then it closed early. So I drove past this other part of town anyway that has a lot of cool stuff. And yeah, I saw this like hole in the wall whatever cash only bar, gave me a free drink. And then this guy got a pizza. This guy came in, he's like all hyper, he's like the local guy, the fun guy at
Right.
the bar. It was kind of low key until this one guy showed up and he's like, hey Rick or whatever. And like it was funny, and he burnt his pizza, so then he ended up giving me the burnt pizza, and I was like, hey, who wants a burnt pizza? And they're like, no. And I was like, and then later on I was like, oh, it's a bonus pizza. I was like, I should just call it a bonus pizza. Maybe if I would have said bonus pizza, people, I felt kind of awkward eating it by myself, but I was like, it's just a burnt pizza, who cares? I
Right.
always overthink that. I'm like, that kind of stuff. I'm like, it is what it is. Like, and that's one thing I've been trying to live by is like, it is what it is, man.
You only
And
live once. You can't let
it was
people judge, you know?
yeah, and it was kind of nice because I didn't eat a lot on Easter, so I had a pizza. So it was a good end to the Easter night. And
Nice.
other than that, I helped my family with their thing and spent time with family. But we ate some food. The kids were kind of not eating, and they ate a lot of desserts and stuff.
Oh,
But
yeah. That's usually what happens with
like
kids.
like
They love
like
dessert
kids
on
do.
Easter.
Yeah, and so yeah, but it was fun. I went to go to I just got a haircut on my birthday. Went to do some shopping with my friend. Went to the gym, and then I went to this new barbecue spot on Friday.
Hmm.
Um, that was pretty fun. Um, you had to pay for parking and stuff.
Uh,
Actually, the other day, I think it was yesterday, I ended up going around to the same area, and I found the parking spot behind it, and it was like way cheaper than just paying the meter thing.
yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. I think the point in the story and the everything I'm saying is like, go to new places, live life. It's
Exactly.
great to play. It's great to play video games. Life can be a video game sometimes. Even like my artist, the guy I up to, I would say he's my mentor without even knowing that he's my mentor. 1000, shout out to 1000.
I'll check them out.
That he is creative so much. He used to play video games and stuff, and he said he doesn't, he's like, life is a video game. And I'm like, but it's like, yeah, I like to play video games still too. I go to the arcade, I like to play it on
Yeah.
my off time. But yeah, life is a video game. That's from my own point of view, my own perspective. And like, go out to uncharted territory, go out to new places, try new things, parks, and if you can, restaurants or whatever. I went to a skate shop, and the thing is, I didn't really buy anything. I went downtown
Yeah.
and I bought like stickers. I bought like a few stickers so I could remember that place.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing I'm gonna work on. Like, they have a lot of stickers at different places in this area, and I'm gonna get like stickers to those places because they have like a lot of it's like a pottery place. There's a skate shop. There's like a consignment type shop. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a bunch of collective type stuff. And then
Oh, that's cool.
I was like, I just want to get a bunch of stickers from all these places and then remember it and make like a journal. And then sorry, it makes me think of more stuff to talk about, but I'm gonna start journaling with stickers and stuff. And
I like that idea. That's pretty
but
cool.
And then I collect stickers, and then sometimes I keep them, and then I give out stickers to this local coffee shop, and then I want to like work on designing my own stickers and stuff and giving them out. I'm just gonna start giving out stickers once I have my own,
Yeah.
and gearing in, and I'll wrap it. I'll land the plane, but and you know the thing is, in my life right now, I feel like I'm gonna start working on a graphic novel, and I'm gonna
Ooh.
do signature art. I'm gonna tell a story about a character I came up with. I'm like staring at a painting I did in the background over here.
Oh.
um I did a I did a painting of the story, and like it's crazy because it's the only painting that I have left, and I don't look at it too often, but like now I'm looking at it. It's like I'm gonna work on a graphic novel. I'm gonna do signature artwork, and then maybe start doing stickers and handing them out and stuff, and just putting out creativity, and like hopefully I can rock with that. Like it's commissions and stuff. It's hard to keep up with, and
Oh, definitely.
we'll see
Yeah.
where the journey brings. There's probably gonna be like, you know, who knows how long that can even last.
Right.
I know I know my family's kind of having some stuff pick up with their business now because of the summer coming around the corner, and then I try to help with their business too, so then everything comes full circle. And like we're moving some stuff the other day and help my dad with his stream. And anyway, but yeah.
That's dope, dude. Yeah, I mean, just to add on it briefly, and then we'll wrap up. But yeah, I mean, I like what you're saying. Like, you're just getting out there and you're doing stuff, and you're trying to just enjoy more of, like, what life has to offer. Trying new foods, trying new drinks, supporting locals, meeting people. Leaving your phone, like, to disconnect a little bit, which I think everybody needs to do. Even if you don't want to leave your phone, just like don't allow yourself to, like, click on like a social media app, or like me, delete the app, and then it will force you to not use it for a while. Like, just limit yourself a little bit to the usage, and it'll definitely help benefit, like, your life and everything. And I need to do way better at that, because I just mindlessly scroll, and I got in a bad habit a couple years ago. And I mean, I've touched on this in other episodes that we've done, but I still have not improved as much as I would like. Um, and I really need to fix it. It's a big goal of mine that I guess I need to make more of a priority. And so I'm gonna start working on that. But yeah, like, just get out there, do stuff, have fun, live your life. Um, find things that you're interested in, do hobbies, and like, pretty much just enjoy it. You just got to enjoy every moment you can. And I got to start living my life more like that too. Like, I mean, I do to a degree, obviously, but I need to do better at it, like, even more, like, improve, improve, improve. Because um, some days, I'll take for granted, as I'm sure a lot of people do. And, you only have this one life that we know of that you can live. And you want to do everything you can, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna gear into saying something, and I'm gonna preface one thing I've been working on too is like, um, I want to hear people's stories and stuff. I want to be
Yeah.
inquisitive. I think I was sharing that with you a few times. Um, I'm being more aware of. Sorry if this is left field, but I was gonna bring it back. It's how my brain processes. So,
Oh, you're fine,
um,
dude. Don't worry.
yeah. So how I have to like kind of stop myself from like interrupting people and like blah blah blah, like really fully listen. Like, and going back to what I said earlier,
Mm-hmm.
is like everyone's on their own like thing. We have our own preferences. We have our own um whatever, everything, you know. And
Yeah.
um sure, sorry. Anyway, I'm trying to be more aware of like bettering myself and stuff like that.
It's
But anyway,
important.
I don't know. That was a really hard rabbit trail to get through. I was gonna say, you do photography and stuff, right? So you get out
Yeah,
and take pictures of nature and
I've been
stuff like
doing
that,
that
right?
more often. Yeah, a lot
It's
more
pretty
often.
beautiful. It's pretty beautiful out where you live too, which I plan on going to go possibly go out there too. I want to do that. So
Nice, dude. Yeah, I mean that'd be awesome if you could do that. I definitely highly recommend um, photography. I've been getting into it a lot more, taking a lot more photos. I've been posting consistently on my photography page, and I've just been learning how to edit photos and how to learn like what photos like to take like in certain ways and like how to change it up, scenery. There's so much to it. I'm such a newbie at cameras. It's not even funny. I am like the biggest newbie, but I'm getting better. I would say I'm improving to a degree. I feel like I have a good eye for good shots. Obviously, certain times I could improve with certain shots that I want to take, but I mean sometimes certain photos are challenging, and you just have to learn how to take it a certain way.
yeah, what do you think would be a thing that really inspired you to get into photography? Like,
That is a
what's
really
something?
good question. Um, I think I've always kind of been into it. I guess I saw a lot of it when I was younger, and I always thought it was beautiful just to see sceneries and like crystal clear shots and just like getting out there and like, you know, being in different places. I think just a big motivator was just seeing it a lot and seeing what you could do with it and like knowing that you get a benefit of like exploring and like finding new places and experiencing things that you will have forever on a photo, and being able to capture that is just simply beautiful. It, like I put on my my page, it's a little cheesy, but I mean it's real. It's life through photos. Like literally, like your life can be lived through photos depending on how you take them and what you do. And I've been kind of like doing that lately. Like my life has been through photos. Like I took a lot on vacation, um, and I took a lot before that, and then I plan on going back out. Hopefully this weekend, if I have a little time to take some more. Now that we're getting into the good weather, I can actually get out there like consistently, and I just don't like being out much in the rain with my camera or whatever. But um, yeah, I think that's the long answer. I guess is how I got my motivation.
Right on. Yeah, I plan on taking my camera out and going hiking, and like I said, back to the thing of disconnecting from my phone and just bringing a camera. But what was a good experience that you had on your vacation then?
Honestly, just being able to like relax and not worry about work and just being kind of disconnected from like my hometown. And um yeah, I
What did
mean
you guys
we
do?
we we did a lot of like swimming, hot tub, we did some walks on the beach, exploring, on some beaches. We explored down in the towns. I went to Chelan, and we stayed in Manson, which is 15 minutes from Chelan. But we explored a lot in Chelan and Manson, like beaches and restaurants and some like little fun knickknack shops. And
Do you have any
yeah,
stories tied to like your experience or anything like that?
like while I was down there, like a story to
Yeah.
tell. Um,
Yeah, just like some kind of short experience, like an experience that you had or something you learned from that experience, or I don't
yeah, I
know, anything
mean,
like that.
her or my fiance now, I should say. I gotta correct myself. Not my girlfriend, my fiance. Her family plays this game called Rook, and it's a big family tradition game that they love to play. And I didn't know much about it at all, and being part of that family now, like it's not required of me to play it, but I want to be like more involved, and so I started learning how to play it. And um, it's a big learning curve. I feel like I learned quite a bit from that game and just that experience. A whole different game that I've never known about, and it's pretty competitive too. It's hard to explain, so like I'm not gonna go into that, but it's a challenging mind game, and it gets pretty quick. and it's a very long game, but it's also very quick with each round. So I guess that's a good experience I learned, is just learning how to play that game and just like the do's and the don'ts on it. And it was fun to learn. Definitely challenging though. So if you guys look up Rook, or if you guys even know about Rook, like it's not the easiest game. So when you go into it, you just gotta like take a little bit of a step back and just try to like hone in on like one kind of thing from it, and then learn that, and then move on to the next thing. Don't overwhelm yourself like I did and try to learn all of it at once, because I was messing up a lot and it kept irritating her family members, and it was funny. It was fun and funny. So yeah.
Did you feel like you connected to your family and everything like that through that experience? And
Yeah, I mean, I would say I think they appreciated
I
me
always
giving it a shot, you know.
I always like playing apples to apples. My mom always wants to
Yes.
play. My mom wanted to play checkers today, and I was like,
Ooh.
we went for a walk, and I was like, I was gonna play one round, but she's always like, let's keep playing. I'm like, sometimes I just, I should have just played her in a round of checkers, but I've been like kind of sleepy, sleepy today. So I was like, we went on a walk already, and I'm like, I'm not focused too much, but
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm also not big into like card games or board games as much, so like that was definitely something different, and I'm trying to get used to playing a little bit more card games and board games, because in this household we don't do that much, and so we're trying to implement that more. A lot of it is honestly my fault that we don't, but I want to try and get a little bit better, because it can be a big bonding experience for families for sure. I think it can anyway. But yeah, that's
yeah,
pretty much it.
yeah, I think yeah, another thing is I'm trying to work on not being so selfish, or like if someone wants to do something like for example, my mom wanted to play checkers, I should have just like played, but sometimes I get exhausted too, and I'm like
Mhm.
like my parents like watching TV shows, and I'm like, oh, it's not that thrilling to me to just sit and watch TV. I like to talk or hang out and interact, but um it's like, I just gotta watch TV again, and like I wish I could have got into sports and stuff. I tried to. I like the Super Bowl and stuff. Like we talked about that last time, the Super Bowl. But
Yeah.
it's funny. It's
Kendrick
funny we
Lamar.
talk. We talked about the halftime special, because I'm like, I'm not really huge into sports, but
Same.
yeah, like, I wish I could get into like with my family doing stuff they like, and then it's hard sometimes with that. Like they don't want to go to the arcade, or they don't want to come eat sushi or do this. Like I like to do crazy fun stuff, so like to go
Yeah.
hiking. It's like arcade, hiking, movies is like on the lowest level, but because I do it so much, and then like I like experiencing new restaurants, and I really like to go traveling, going to the ocean, going to the beaches and stuff like that. But
Yes.
you know,
That's a fun one. I
it's
feel you,
funny
man.
actually. I actually saw a van, like a van life van or whatever. I
Yeah,
saw
where they
one of
live in their
those.
van. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a giveaway thing on Facebook, so I signed up for it. I'm like, I'm never gonna win it, but it would be funny.
Dude, you have a
Oh,
chance, a very slim chance, but you do. You always do.
there's the register thing that they sent me on the messenger was like a pop up thing. It was like flashing, and it concerned me. I was like,
Oh.
this looks like they're gonna fish my information, so I didn't know what it was.
Oh boy.
But yeah, yeah, and I'm also like the house I'm moving into, we were probably gonna rent it out and stuff. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be living out of a suitcase still.
Right.
And yeah, so I'm like, man, I need to figure out how to travel. I need to figure out how to do a lot of stuff, but that's what we want to do. But sometimes it's not always realistic. But like I always say, live in your means, and it's always a privilege to be able to go on vacation, have family, and have people that can support you. Play family games and stuff like that. It's awesome,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
we
was
need
very
to
blessed to go on that vacation for sure.
we need to live in the moment more. We need to live in those experiences, just spending time with our family because we don't know how long we have with them. That's one thing I'm trying to focus in on because my parents are getting older. I'm trying to be adaptive and learn that um, there might be some miscommunication, understanding, and conversation that is a little bit distorted now. But like
Right.
I'm trying to understand that and adapt to that. But yeah,
It's
and
hard.
like my friend's mom, she passed away, and so it's like I keep thinking about that. I'm like, dude, I need to spend time with my mom because like she's such a good person, and like I don't want to take it for granted, like the time that I do have for her. So with her, so I go to the gym with her, go shopping with her, go grocery shopping. We go explore places, and sometimes she gets tired, but
Right. Yeah, that makes
you know,
sense.
hoping to find more. I have my friend. I have one friend here because I just moved here, but we're gonna go and explore. And I'm gonna be like, dude, we're gonna discover uncharted maps.
Do it. Dude, let me know on the next if we do another one soon. Definitely talk about it. I think that'd be a really cool thing to bring up, just all your new journeys and experiences and stuff, you know. Definitely would be a good conversation for the next one.
Sure,
Heck
man.
yeah. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up here, and we could do like a two-parter. You know, next time we record together, we can make that a part two to this.
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah. All right, guys. Well, it's been the Just for Fun podcast. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and like always, leave a like, subscribe, and share, and comment. And we'll see you on the next one. See ya.